Okay, good morning, everybody. Thank you for the opportunity to be here today. It has been a pleasure to participate in the steering committee of this Innovators Under 35 edition. And we are glad to be able to explain a little bit briefly about our country and which are the challenges that we are facing or related with sustainability and innovation. So, well, Andorra is a small country. A small country of 486 square kilometers, and where we are living there, 78,000 people. But the fact is that we receive each year 8 million of visitors. So they came mainly to skiing in our more or less 300 ski slopes. And this is a good activity for our economy and for our society. It's important to receive those visitors each year. But what is true is that this exposes a great challenge for us because we have to balance between these activities and also our ecosystems, our sustainability and our environment. For us, the important comes, we are trying to create awareness, because from one side, for example, this last year, we declared the sports as a national sector of interest, and we are organizing a lot of championships and World Cups and so on, and this is amazing for us. But what is true is that those people come to Andorra and they have an impact in our environment, and in our mountains and in our species. So what we understood is that we need data. Of course, everybody knows that today, without data, you cannot manage your responses to the problems. And what we are working on is in profiling what are the patterns of mobility of our tourists, what they do, the density that they are, which is the density of during some periods of time of the year. And all this also give us information about how they move and how we can take decisions on real time. So I don't know if some of you have been skiing on Sahara sand. Yeah, but this happened last year. We received sandstorm, so this was new for us, and it was incredible. And yes, we started to think how that is important to be able to tackle the problems related with climate change. So, for example, now we have launched our challenge together with Planet Tech, and we have, in the UNESCO, we have launched this climate challenge in order to understand better what could happen if we receive extreme weather problems. This challenge is open, so we can invite you to participate if you want. And also we are trying to make a transition to new renewable or more sustainable energy sources. We have monitored what could happen if all the roofs of our buildings will put solar panels. And these kind of things are for us important, because give us information of how a small country as Andorra can manage itself their problems. No? We are participating also in the ERGA Europe project. This is interesting because through genome sequencing, we are understanding how this impact of the environment are impacting in our endemic species, and how we can try to do something as soon as possible, of course, to maintain the biodiversity. So yes, technology, sustainability. From Andorra Research and Innovation, for us, one of the main focus of work is to drive open innovation, because we are trying to put like a strength our tininess And that means that, for example, for us it's important to create a network using all the stakeholders that are there, the public sector, the private sector, the academia, and so on. And then when we want to launch one of those pilots, we know that we are agile from that point of view. And this facilitates a lot to innovate and to regulate as fast as possible. So briefly, I would like to explain that we are now consolidating the Andorra Living Lab. That is, that we have entered to the network of living labs. So we are, connecting with other hubs of innovation around the world, and we are happy to learn from them mainly and to consolidate the project. And the next challenge for us is that nowadays the 10% of our territory is declared by UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, but we would like to become next year the first whole country declared a biosphere reserve. So now we are trying to finishing the candidature. And yes, only if you are interested on having more information about Andorra Living Lab, here there is a QR. And of course, if you want to come to visit us and to make tours, you are more than welcome. Guru may agat, so sorry. Thanks. Thank you very much.